Hello and welcome to the show that teaches you the things your parents and teachers are too afraid to. The Helios blog. Today, Piers Morgan calls out Meghan Markle, and then, surprise, surprise, he's called a racist. Who could have seen that coming?
The reason she's alone is because she's difficult.
Women are not accepting the bare minimum.
Women fuck men they respect.
All the women who say things like, I'm strong, independent, I don't need no man, like, y'all impress me.
Women just gaslight each other and say what they want to hear.
Ernest Owens, I do beg your pardon. Ernest Owens, thank you very much indeed for joining me. And now, I don't know much about you, other than you wrote a piece last week for Rolling Stone magazine saying cancel culture is good for democracy. So I'm going to...
What? No frickin' way he said that. Disaster.
We'll come to that ludicrous premise in a minute. But I also remember you tweeting when I left Good Morning Britain, a series of tweets calling me a racist, including enjoying how folks keep getting Piers Morgan together for his racist tirades against Meghan Markle on Good Morning Britain.
Lovely. Yes. Piers, yeah. If you say anything to criticize a black person, you must be racist. Yep, that's exactly how life works, guys.
I was just curious, could you remember a single racist thing that I said about her, or have ever said about her?
Well, thank you for having me on, Piers. I was surprised.
You can tell by his accent what's happening here.
When I
useful idiot
found out I would be on your show.
We're an uncensored show, Ernest. We take all types on here.
Well, all types. Well, there you go. But I think...
Wow. Yeah. Nobody saw the disrespect you just had there. Oh, wait. We all saw it.
I think really a lot of it just seemed to be biased. I think that you was really...
Yes. It's biased if it's against your perspective. Right.
It's harsh on the Duchess of Sussex. And I think there was a little bit of bias in the way that you had really gone after her.
Yeah, but Ernest, to be clear, I didn't ask you about that. I just said, what were the racist tirades? What racist thing of that?
Yes, him being against Meghan makes him a racist. No, it doesn't, just that. Just going against the points she make is enough. No more is needed.
Ever said about Meghan Markle? I'm curious. You tweeted quite a few times that I was a racist. I'm just curious, what was the racism?
I said your remarks. I said your remarks was racist. I didn't say verbatim.
What were the remarks?
Yeah, that means that you're accusing him of being Okay, it's just it's just a reputation destroying thing that you're throwing out there. It's just casual slander, but that's allowed from your side. It's not allowed the other way around.
So you were racist. I think that it's biased. I think that you had a sense of bias of how you was...
Just look at his eyes. He's got the dead shark eyes.
Speaking about her and how you was really being insensitive to her mental health and how you was denying a lot of her concerns.
Being biased or sceptical of some of her claims is not the same as being racist.
Indeed.
What was the thing I said that was racist?
I never... Hold on. Do you want the person of color to speak, or do you want...
Yes. Defer to me, white guy. Don't you see your place in society now? It's below me, the person of color. Defer to me, weakling. Lovely. Great. Yes. That's the New World Order. This is the New World Order, and you want him to bow down to it. Yes, very nice. Very nice.
Just talk over me.
Nothing to do with your skin colour, Ernest. Sorry, nothing to do with your skin colour. I don't care if you're black or white or anything else. I just want you to try and tell me, given you tweeted to your many followers repeatedly... Are you going to let me talk, by the way, repeatedly, you did this repeatedly. You have called me a racist repeatedly for racist things I've said about Meghan Markle.
I said you made racist remarks. I did not call you a racist.
To stand by...
Yes, you did. You said it. Literally said it online for everyone to see for likes and clicks and views. Now you deny it?
What you tweeted. What was it I said about...
You can tell he's stressed. His nose is open and he's breathing hard and his expression is pursed. He doesn't like that he's being called out. He thinks he can say whatever he wants with impunity. And how dare a person go against what a person of color, has to say. Ridiculous. I'll bet if Kevin Samuels talked to this guy, he'd rip him a new... you know what I'm saying?
Meghan Markle.
I am. Would you let me talk?
Ever that's been racist?
There's that feminine, like passive-aggressive bullcrap. You see, he's got that expression from like 1984. You know what I'm talking about? Where like they're like a robot, like an NPC, like a womanist, wokest command protocol initiated. Engage attack protocol. That's what it looks like to me. Where is the capacity for critical thought here?
Are you going to let me talk, or are you just going to overtalk me?
Just answer the question. Stop asking different questions.
That's microaggression. You're asking about...
Ah, yes. That's a microaggression. Here's a macroaggression, buddy. You're an idiot.
Person to explain how what you did could be perceived as racist, and rather than let me finish talking, you're over...
Oh, I'm so sorry, my dear. I'm so sorry that I could have possibly triggered some negative emotions in you. I feel so bad. Sorry, let me just rewind everything that I've ever said so I can defer authority to you, oh superior one.
We're talking me and being highly defensive.
Am I being racist
so I feel
again,
like a hit dog is hollering right now.
Am I being racist again?
You're being dismissive. Can I actually talk? Or
Maybe because you're not answering the question,
what's the point of you on the show? Okay.
Ironically, his name is Ernest.
So can I answer the question?
Yes,
Piers?
you can. Please do.
Okay, thank you. Okay. So your targeting of Meghan Markle's mental health, gaslighting her specifically, calling to question the legitimacy of her claims about the royal family being racist, you dismissing those claims, you consistently having a sense of badgering her and targeting her, it's felt like on my end that there was some racial bias there. Now, you may feel like it's not. Maybe it's sexism. Maybe it's misogynoir. Maybe
yes. There it is. We just got to throw in like all the... Is it Islamophobic too? We just got to throw in all the phobias here. Yes. It's Meghan-phobic. You can't speak out against her because you can't disagree with a woman, let alone a woman of color. Oh, you can't disagree. Disaster.
It's a combination of both her gender and her race, but it was perceived by thousands of people. 57,000 people had called Good Morning Britain about some of your behavior.
No, you see,
57,000 called about it, and how about the millions of people that watch the show and agree, and the millions of comments in his comments that agree with what he has to say? How about those comments? Oh no, we can't talk about those. We just got to take everything out of context and slander his reputation. Yeah.
Be very careful, Ernest.
Mischaracterizing the situation on Fox.
Ernest,
you act like it's just Meghan Markle, but it wasn't just Meghan Markle. It was other people who had concerns.
Ernest, you do have to be careful when you spew more lies, unfortunately, because 57,000 people...
Weren't you not spewing lies
I'm about to
Fox?
No, you're lying in an attempt to destroy Piers' reputation, which makes you an idiot.
Explain what you just said was wrong, a lie... 57,000.
Or you're going to give your interpretation.
If you're going to let me answer the question.
Oh, now it's your turn to overtalk, yeah?
7,000.
Go ahead, Piers.
Ernest.
You're very disrespectful. You realize that, right?
57,000.
Who raised you?
People complained to Ofcom, the TV regulator, and guess what?
Correct.
5 months later, every one of the complaints was thrown out, and Ofcom found in my favour to have my right to free speech and freedom of expression. But I come back to my initial point about you. You repeatedly tweeted to many people that I'm a racist. And I'm simply asking you to name one single comment.
No, he said you went on a racist tirade. Do you know who goes on racist tirades? Racist people. So no, that's bullshit and you're deflecting. Liar!
Ernest, one single comment I've ever made
between racist comments.
So did I
liar
say a racist tirade? What was it?
I felt like your attacking of Meghan
I felt is not an argument. Sorry.
Markle was racially biased.
Oh, you felt like
and
it.
I believe
you felt like it was your feeling.
Indeed, you see? Called it immediately.
I felt that way.
It was your feeling that I'm a racist, was it?
Yes. Fees over facts. Perfect. Yes. Oh, you hurt my fees. Racist. Destroy his reputation now. 57,000 people agree with me. Trash Piers. Disaster.
I felt like what you did was racially insensitive. I never said verbatim.
Insensitive. Now you're backpedaling.
On Twitter that you were racist. I said you made racist
actually, you
remarks.
just said
you
enjoying how folks
tirade,
keep getting
and
Piers
there's a
Morgan
difference.
together for his racist tirades. We're actually looking at your tweet now, Ernest, and there were plenty more. In fact, while I'm talking to you, we'll dig the others out. Let's go and dig them out, folks. Here's my point, Ernest. The reason that people think that I may have had a racist connotation to my criticism of Meghan Markle is because people like you, high-profile black people in America, kept saying that without any evidence.
Literally. Exactly right. It's just the womanist, wokest mob all gathering together and attacking. It's literally like Salem witch trials, right? Oh, you don't float in the water. You must be a witch. But you don't sink. You float. You must be a witch. But if you don't float, then you drown. You see what I'm saying? There's no winning that situation.
And now I've got you on my show. I'm finally able to ask you, why did you tell me?
Victim blaming. Man, this is like every possible womanist wokest drinking game. Drink every time he says one of the talking points of the womanist wokest agenda. Every time he says womanism, every time he says microaggression, person of color, every time he says I already said microaggression. Like, come on. Just take a drink every time he says one of the talking points. NPC.
It's about me.
You're blaming the black guy?
Oh, victim blaming too. Just take a drink, guys.
I'm not blaming the black guy. I'm blaming you as a high-profile
Indeed.
black man for claiming wrongly
Well,
and
yeah,
defensively
you're blaming the
that I
black
was
guy. You're blaming
racist
me as
in
a
my
high-profile black
motivation
person for
towards
what
my
you did.
criticism of Meghan Markle, which, to be clear, my criticism of her and Prince Harry is I think they both tell lies. They both recently said they didn't mean to call the royal family racist when we heard them say it with their own mouths on national television.
Literally. They didn't mean to say it because they're backpedaling, because they thought that the woke mob being behind them would be great, but it backfired spectacularly, and now they're, they got egg on their face. And this idiot is a useful idiot, and he'll just say whatever he needs to say to virtue signal to the woke mob. Idiot.
So my point to you, Ernest, is you can say these things. You can say these things on Twitter, but when you're actually held to account for them,
about Meghan Markle, and look at the
have
impact
any
that had on her
evidence
mental
to
health.
support
You
what
have
you're
a bigger
saying.
platform than me, and you've attacked Meghan Markle and it's impacted her mental health.
Oh my lord. Guys, take a drink. He said the word mental health. There's another talking point. My lord.
And I feel like someone like me, as a black person, defending her as an innocent...
You forgot to mention the elephant in the room, but I won't mention it unless you mention it first.
Black woman in that situation, I felt like I was standing up for her. You need to be accountable for your impact and your power.
Oh, I stand by everything I say.
Oh, sorry, I forgot. Take a drink because he's lisping too. It's literally every possible stereotype.
You have a big influence and you're trying to play a victim.
Shark eyes.
I stand by, I'm not a victim.
Markle, and it was disrespectful.
No, Ernest, I'm not a victim.
Oh, I forgot to mention that haughty expression, I got you. All you're doing is ad hominem attacks, kiddo. You don't got anyone.
And I'm not a racist.
Are you a victim, Piers?
Ernest, I'm not.
Oh my lord. Oh, and sorry, I forgot to mention this as well. Inability to accept responsibility. That one's happening too.
I'm not a victim, and I'm not a racist. I'm somebody who listened to that.
I never called you racist. I said you
listened
made
to the
racist
Oprah Winfrey.
No, you liar. You said he went on a racist tirade. That is done by racist people. You called him a racist directly. He literally said the word racist in it. Lordy Lord.
So let me finish speaking. I listened to the Oprah Winfrey show, I watched it, and I identified immediately a number of lies. And I said that on air the next morning. Other guests disagreed with me, and you were delighted about the way they came after me, and that's fine. But then you said I was racist repeatedly, that my criticism was racially motivated.
You're being intellectually dishonest. You did not just say she was a liar. You questioned other aspects of her mental health.
No.
Excuse me. It's really funny that you're saying that he's being intellectually dishonest when you're literally like a carbon copy of like, what's it called? Newspeak from 1984, and you dare to say to somebody that they're racist, they're intellectually dishonest? Come on. You can't make this crap up.
I didn't believe
other aspects of it as offensive. Repeat what you said.
I said I didn't.
Repeat what you said.
I said I didn't believe her.
Why?
Because there is no evidence to support the claims that she made. She said she went to a senior member.
Her expressing
I'm about
what
to tell
happened
you,
to her, how
Ernest.
she felt.
Yes. The person saying how they felt is identical to facts. If that were the case, I could go to the police and tell them that you hurt me, and no evidence. I felt you hurt me. And with no evidence, they take you away for assault. Disaster.
Was no evidence?
Ernest, I'm about to tell you what I said. She said she went to a senior member of Buckingham Palace staff and said she was feeling suicidal, and that member of staff said she couldn't get help. That story doesn't reappear in Harry's 415-page book and has never been substantiated by...
That's because Meghan is a narcissist and she's willing to say anything to lie to get attention.
...anybody else. Nor has it been repeated by Meghan Markle.
You didn't know that when you said that,
I'm afraid...
but you did not know that when you said that.
Sorry, I didn't believe it. It didn't sound true. And by the way,
but why?
I'm allowed...
But why you didn't believe it?
Yeah. Oh, we got another talking point, guys. Believe all women. They can't be wrong. They can't lie. Even though it was proved, remember the Amber Heard, Johnny Depp thing? It's happening again with another crazy actress. Big surprise.
Ernest,
you're allowed to. So you're allowed to believe that she's lying, and I can believe that what you said was racially biased.
I'm allowed.
You can believe it, but that doesn't mean it's true, because truth and belief are two different things. One requires facts, data, and statistics. One requires your fifis to be involved.
And I'm allowed to believe that what you said was racially biased.
And I'm also allowed to disbelieve you when you call me a racist, because it's wrong.
Indeed.
And you shouldn't do it.
I said that you made racist remarks. I did
not. Yeah. Backpedal more, kiddo.
You're racist, Piers. You're
backpedal.
Trying to make yourself a martyr in a situation that you started. You didn't have to go disrespectful below the belt with Meghan.
Excuse me? You're the one going below the belt, and you call another... What is this called? Oh, sorry. I'm going to mention a wokest talking point. It's called projection.
You chose to do that. And now you're mad because other people
criticize
disagree
her
with you.
For what I thought was a disgusting attack on the British royal family.
You made ad hominem attacks against her character.
No, you made an ad hominem attack against Piers by calling him a racist when he's not. That is called an ad hominem attack. You're not right. You're racist.
Assassinated her character before.
You're trying to assassinate his character, asshole.
British press, and you know how the tabloids have been towards her. You understood what you were doing.
I've been just as scathing, if not more so, against Prince Harry, who I actually think is more to blame.
Didn't you?
He pauses. Now he's just going to talk.
Now, I want to know if this is true. Riddle me this. Wasn't there a point in time where at least you tried to pursue a relationship with her? You
Absolute
all had
nonsense.
Before?
What? My lord.
All of this happened.
No, absolute nonsense.
Okay,
no freaking way.
Another lie. It's another lie. I met her once in my life.
Okay.
What is this? I don't understand at all. What is happening right now? So this guy, like, in response to, pushback, he goes vicious and does any possible thing to try to destroy Piers' reputation. Now he's trying to imply what? That Piers did bedroom fun violence against Meghan, right? Which is another wokest talking point, by the way.
What do you mean, okay? We found more tweets while we were talking
just
to you.
asked.
Are you calling me a British media racist darling? What does that mean, Ernest? What does that...
Black women like Trisha Goddard are dragging media racism darling Piers Morgan in the UK this morning, and we'd love to see it. You see? Just anything for likes, clicks, views.
What does that mean?
It means that you have recently chosen,
You have always.
lately in your career, for whatever reason, you went the road of basically baiting into a lot of the biased coverage of Meghan Markle.
Absolutely.
And a lot of it has
Yeah, biased against her because she's a nut.
You see, this is the problem,
A lot of it
Ernest.
has been targeted towards her in a biased way. And
Ah, yes. So she says bad stuff that hurts her reputation. And when people attack her for doing the bad things, then they're racially motivated. I see what you're saying. Yeah. On whose planet... Oh, black nail polish noted. On whose planet is that a real thing?
come on, can you admit that the coverage around Meghan Markle has been racially biased? Can you admit that?
Absolutely
not.
not.
Not talking about your work.
No, I think
but
it's
in
good.
general.
I think it's another load of absolute hogwash.
Indeed.
Nonsense.
So you're dismissing the role of race in all of this.
Dismissing. Sorry, there's another talking point. Guys, I apologize for your content. I can't say the full word because it'll get demonetized. But you know what I'm talking about with regards to the game we were playing with the talking points.
You don't think none of this has a role
I'm
in
saying
any
the
of the coverage
British
she's been getting?
media, the British media has never been racist about Meghan Markle. And
Okay, that's just a lie.
And it's not a
we're
lie.
gonna
No,
disagree.
it's not
We're
a
gonna-
lie.
It's your opinion that that's what happens because you see everything as an attack against what you would call people of color.
It's
agree
a
to
fact.
disagree.
It's a fact.
No, it's not.
What is a lie?
No, it's not.
What is a lie, Ernest, is you telling
The only facts are what you believe with your feelings are facts, which is obviously wrong and idiotic.
people repeatedly, I'm a racist, and then you can't produce any evidence
Indeed.
other than it's
I
your
said
feeling.
you made a racist tirade,
Yeah.
and you're offended. But here's the
I'm
thing:
not
you're
offended.
He's not offended, he's angry because you're a liar.
blaming me for the criticism.
I'm not offended,
You said
Ernest.
you're
I'm
blaming
just
me as a
calling out-
high influential black
I'm
person,
calling
a black
out your
American,
lies, and by the
for
way,
why
it's
people are
nothing
questioning
again-
you. You're blaming me for your criticism.
Oh, I forgot to mention the Golden Gate Bridge in the background, noted as well. I can't believe I didn't make the connection. San Francisco.
Nothing to do with your skin colour, Ernest. I don't care.
But you
I
literally
care when
said you
you
said I was
lie.
a black influential person. You named my race. You said you're a black influential person, and that's why
Yes.
people thought that way.
I think when
so why
high
did you bring
profile,
my race into it?
I think when high-profile black people like you go public on Twitter.
Okay,
and-
high-profile
Sorry,
black people
go-
like me.
like
Go
you,
ahead.
go public on Twitter and call me a racist. People
Like you went public on Meghan Markle. Continue.
People believe it. And you know,
Yeah, it's just anything for likes and clicks.
theatre land in the UK and the US, blackout performances aren't wanted at the production on the night in question. Says a blackout night is a purposeful creation of an environment in which an all black identified audience can experience and discuss an event in performing arts free from the white gaze.
What? No. Guys, this is like straight up like apartheid. Just backwards. Like what? What are they going to say next? Like no white people allowed in the bathroom? Oh, people of color only?
So does this mean I can go if I identify as a black man? There would be someone on the woke side who would have, well, they had trouble disagreeing with that, given they believe in limitless self-identity. But it is more importantly, is it ever okay to exclude audiences based on skin colour? What would happen?
Indeed.
For example, if it was the other way around, if this was a white-only audience. Well, I'm joined by the Talk TV contributor Esther Krakow and the Black Lives Matter organiser and activist Iman Aiden. So
Oh my lord, this girl looks like a psychopath. I would not like to be in a room with her. She has the dead-eyed stare of a... Whew. Scary.
all right, Imam, I'm just trying to picture what would happen if I put on a theatrical production in London and it said it was for whites only, or people identifying as white, which is obviously a ludicrous phrase, but you would go nuts. You would say that is blatant racism, segregation,
Indeed.
dragged us kicking and screaming back to the dark days of appalling bigotry. You would.
Well, it depends on the context, right?
There's no whites only order.
My lord. Sorry, guys. I straight up get... Let me know in the comments if you agree. Is there something wrong here? Or am I just imagining things?
Audience.
It depends.
No black people allowed. What would you say?
Well, I think you're perfectly right. It would be akin to racists finding more ways to be more racist.
So why
That's
is it
probably
okay
what I
this
would
way
do.
around?
Okay, so we have to put it into context. It was 1 out of the 29 shows.
Doesn't matter.
Yes, it does. Let's put it into context, Piers. You want to forget about context. Context is everything. It is.
And let me speak my talking points. But they would go crazy if even one night was for whites only. Let's be real. Alright, let's end the video there. Hit the like, hit the sub, hit all of the notifications, drop me a donation. Like Hunter M, Adrian, Tom, and Bobby, Dylan, Renaissance Press, Brian, Andrew, and Alan. Shout outs to you. Most recent purchase of Strategist Guide to Seduction. Thank you. Go buy my books at bit.ly/heliosbooks. My Patreon, if you want to see my videos, 3 or 4 at a time, early access instead of 1 per day, just go to my Patreon. I offer it there. Patreon.com/theheliosblog. Want me to help you out? I do offer coaching services. Just message me at theheliosblog@gmail.com and I'll slot you right in. I'll help you out. Okay. Thank you so much for listening, guys, especially if you listen to the end. I really do appreciate it. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time.